Hey, welcome back. Got another mailbox or mailbag unboxing. This one from Adafruit. This arrived. So let's open it up and see what's in here. Some fun things. Of course, I know what this one is. I just ordered it a couple of days ago. So we have some fun things, some new products from Adafruit, which are going to be handy to have around. I have some JST cables for battery wiring. This is the new product they just got in, which is the, here, let's pull it out, female. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, it's the female and JST, female JST connector on the bit of wire. So most of the boards have a female JST connector right on the board that you plug the battery into. This gives a little leeway, provides a little more wiring, a little more space. So let's see, we have couple of these. These are continuous rotation steppers. Those are nice and hefty with all the horns and everything. So those are going into a project. Those are going into a project that will be built on this. And we'll see how that works. Actually, they might not fit on that. I might have misestimated. Anyway, we'll see. That project, I'm going to try and make a balancing robot. So I also got, to that end, a couple of wheels to go on there. Try and make it balance. These might be the wrong size for that case. These are a little too big. Anyway, if that's the case, then I'll use a cardboard robot chassis. I'll make something out of cardboard, which is the thing to do, which I'm going to be doing for another project anyway that I have underway now. So yeah, getting used to making stuff out of corrugated cardboard will be handy. Use it for that, and it's all the thing now. So what do we got here? Right. So speaking of robots, I have some of these full Metal Gear solid full Metal Gear TT motors, and 1, 2, 3, 4 wheels to go along with them. So that's going to be into a robot of some sort. I also have this pivot, or this caster ball bearing thing, and that's going to go on this chassis to make a robot that'll wander around. Probably like 2 drive wheels and the caster is my thought at the moment. And that's, both those robots will be cricket based. One's going to be self-balancing. This one with the TT motors, my goal there is to make something using one of the M4 boards, probably the Feather M4 once it comes out, with the what's in here, with the Feather cricket, to basically be able to wander around a room and map it out, and then be able to navigate the room successfully. I think the M4 has enough for that. So to that end, I grabbed one of the new Feather cricket boards to go along with my Circuit Playground cricket board, which is now actually hacked onto a Metro M4. And what else did I get? A couple other things here. I got some decoder discs, what are they called? Motor encoders. So basically motion encoders for those TT motors, so that as the robot wanders around the room, I know exactly how far it goes, so I can create a map of the room in memory. I got some of these because they're cool and cheap. These little test points that Adafruit just came out, they clip into a hole in the PCB and give you a little loop to hook a probe onto. So those will be handy. Those look nice to have I also got some of these. These are basically they're servo hitters. They're male, right angle, 3x4. So I want that as an alternative for the cricket boards that have their servo and the signal 3-pin connectors sticking straight up, and I want to be able to put those at an angle so that I don't have to have room above the cricket. Because if we look at the cricket, yeah, here you go. You can see those the signal connector as well as the servo connectors are up, and if you want to plug something in, that takes up a little more room for the header, the pin shroud and whatnot, whereas those are all coming off the board at a right angle, so I figure I'll swap those out with the right angle headers. This will go female to male, that's fine, just a different connector on the cable, which will let those come off the side of the board rather than up, which might make it fit better in some places. The final thing in here is a box. It's one of the 5-volt 4-amp power supplies, and that will be used on the project I'm building now with the Cricket. It has solenoids. I'm thinking about how I can make use of some motors, possibly servos as well. So lots of current, lots of power. Got the 4-amp supply just to make sure everything works well. And that will not be it won't be a mobile robot. It depends on your definition of a robot, whether it is a robot or not. I think it is. A robot does sensing, processing, and actuation. Definitely what this thing's going to do. It's just it's not going to crawl around on the floor. It's going to be stationary. So big brick power supply like that will be fine. So that was it for today. Nice little box of Made-of-Fruit. And again, this project is pretty neat. It's coming along well. Watch for a guide on it eventually. A little more programming, a little more electronics, a bunch of cardboard work, and then it'll be ready. I might throw some in-process pictures and commentary up on my Patreon page for $20 plus patrons. I'm trying to do that, just sort of in-process updates. So anyway, yeah, if you like this and the guides that I'm doing, go to the Patreon page. Make it possible for me to keep doing this full time. Because I love it and I hope it helps people. Anyway, take care until next mailbag. Bye.